I'm stepping in the club like where the fuck the party at? I'm stepping in the club like
Hello guys and welcome to my Halloween tutorial, and welcome with this crazy dance. Okay. Let's just start off by marking out those lines. I just used a brown eyeliner pencil, but you can use whatever color you want. You could use white, black, a lip liner, just whatever you feel most comfortable with. And I'm drawing kind of a skeleton shape, but not really. It should still be a kind of more abstract way of a skeleton face, if that makes sense. So you want to have all the basics sketched in, for example, the skeleton nose, the eyes, and the cheeks, but not the teeth, for example. For my foundation, I'm going to use a Mehron liquid makeup and just a very light skin tone. You can see it's pretty much an exact match for me, although I am still a little bit tan from summer, so it's a little bit lighter than me. I also didn't want it to go too light, since it should still look human-like. And I'm bringing this foundation partly over my lines so I can see them, but the camera doesn't pick them up anymore so well. And I'm also covering my eyebrows with this liquid makeup. You don't need to cover them completely, which is also why I didn't cover them with a glue stick or something like this. I'm just running some color through them so they are lighter, so we can put on our own shape over our real brows later on. I'm blending everything out with the beauty blender and then just combing them through once more. With a black cream makeup by Grimas, I'm just following the lines I've already created. I'm scooping some out with a spatula, and I'm placing this first on my eyeballs. Now I'm using a cream paint because it's just much easier to blend on top of a liquid makeup than a water activated paints, and since I really want this look to be smoked out, I'm going for a cream makeup. So you want to follow the shape you've already created, kind of in a skeleton way, so follow your own anatomy and then blend it out even further so it all looks nice and blended. Same thing with the contour right here. I'm just taking a smaller brush first to paint on the black, and then a bigger one to kind of blend everything out. I'm taking the contour in a very curved motion, so the cheeks look very, very sunken in and the face looks very small. This will just add to the more creepy but still human-like feeling of the skeleton shape. I'm also contouring my forehead with the black, but I'm placing the contour a little bit higher than I usually would when I would contour normally. And I'm also taking the black back into my hairline and really blending it down onto the sides of my face. Yeah, whatever I'm doing now. Then I'm taking some black liquid makeup. This one is also by Mehron, and I'm just sketching in the skeleton nose. Just do like a typical skeleton nose and drag out the lines to a very fine point at the top. with an eye pencil, I'm just darkening my eyeballs even more. I'm just tight lining my lower waterline, and also applying some of the liner directly onto my lid to minimize creasing. Blending this out and then setting this with eyeshadow right away so everything stays nice and dark and doesn't crease. For this, I'm gonna use an eyeshadow by Kryolan in a black color. Concentrate the black directly on your mobile lid and only blend it out around the main focus area so it stays the darkest in the middle. Also using this black eyeshadow to smoke out the cream makeup even further. Doing this on my forehead and also on my cheeks. Concentrate the black eyeshadow where your line is going to be darkest. This helps with a little bit more depth and also dimensions, so your skull will look really realistic at the end. Smudging the black out with a dark brown eyeshadow also by Kryolan, which is called Sudan. And connecting the eyeshadow look with the contouring on our forehead, also smudging above our eyebrows and really pulling everything together with this dark brown eyeshadow. Also blending out the cheeks with that dark brown eyeshadow just to give some depth, and then taking a lighter brown eyeshadow to smudge out everything even further. I'm only using matte eyeshadows by Kryolan for this shading thing because I think they blend very effortlessly and they have a great color payoff as well as a great shade selection for special effects makeup. Going back in with the black eyeshadow to deepen my lines and to make everything look nice and seamlessly blended. On a smaller brush, I'm first taking the lighter brown eyeshadow and I'm following the curve that I've already had on my forehead, just to give some kind of expression lines. But this is just for more detail, really, because the front of my face kind of looked a little bit flat. Then I'm going back in with a darker brown shadow and deepening those lines. Same thing between my brows and my frown lines. First going in with the lighter brown, then with the darker brown, and then the black at the very end, just to connect everything and making the look come together and make the frown lines look very deep set. Also contouring my chest area with following the shapes of everything that's protruding forward and backward, so following just my own anatomy. You don't have to do this very carefully because most of this is covered by veins and black messy things later on anyways, but I'm just doing this so I kind of have an idea where I'm going with this look. Also contouring my jaw and then deepening those lines with some dark brown and black eyeshadow. Then smudging out the look even further with some more brown eyeshadow just to really bring everything together and blend out everything that I haven't blended out before. On my lips, I'm taking the NYX Liquid Suede eyeshadow lipstick in Stone Fox, which is a bluish gray. I'm darkening this later on with black, so it's not as blue. Now I'm drawing in my eyebrows, making them look nice and hairy with the NYX Curve eyeliner. You can take any black liquid liner that you like. This doesn't happen to be my favorite, but it lasts very long, so I'm taking this for my eyebrows. Taking a trended up eyeshadow in the number 030. I'm just smudging this along the outer part of my eyeshadow work that I did earlier, just so it gets a little bit of shimmer and it just kind of translates a little bit more human-like in camera and on photos. And then highlighting my face with the Zoeva pigment in a gold color. You could also take a normal highlighter, for example the Mary Luminizer, but I just wanted to have something that's very in your face and very intense. Starting off with the black cream makeup that we used earlier and a medium kind of buffing brush, I'm just stippling on the black face paint to get a very messy kind of textured look on my chest. This is just gonna tie in with the face, and also it's just gonna give us some dimension back into the look. We're just gonna smudge this out, but we are going to continue this also on our arms, just to tie in everything a little bit. This is also important since the hands are going to be a big part in this look, because I made some claws. Deepening the black and giving some more dimension and texture with the black liquid makeup by Mehron, which is just a little bit more intense in color and just very deep, really deepening everything, keeping the center of your chest darkest, because that's where I want the lines to come from, the veins, not the lines. To break up the skin texture in the face, I'm also splattering some black face paint in little dots around my face, and then darkening my lips with the black cream makeup to tie in everything a little bit better. Then taking the Nye Final Seal, you could also use something like MAC Fix Plus or Urban Decay All Nighter setting spray. I'm wetting my brush and making a mixture of lines in various different colors. I'm using 3 colors right here. One is a dark black brown with red shimmer, which is called Bittersweet, and it's by Zoeva. A gold one, and then a copper one, which is called Terra de Sienna. And I'm staying in this color family to just kind of remind the character on fire, or to make it seem like the character has something to do with fire, because I want to call this one like Fire Queen or something like this. I don't know yet, but I just want to have her kind of look like fire, like she is on fire, basically. I'm just drawing random lines, random veins, going really light with my pressure and varying in color. That's basically actually everything I've done. Off camera, I drew a little bit more veins coming from my chest and also on my face, as you can see, also going over my lips and over my eyeshadow. And I've run some of the copper pigment through my eyebrows to make them look just a tiny bit more warm. And that actually concludes the look. If you want to see how I did the fingernails and how I applied the fingernails, which kind of add to this look, then watch my separate video. I will link it down below. I hope you're having an awesome Halloween. If you want to recreate this look, please tag me on Instagram. And yeah, I hope you liked it. Stay tuned for my next Halloween tutorials. Bye guys!